Hello again, my name is Ben, here on the day with the MOC Showcase. Here with me this time is something a bit interesting and a bit different from what I normally do. Here with me is a bit of a reworking and rework, and I wouldn't say upgraded, but just a different version of a previous MOC I made. This is a 501st, like, kind of remix of the G1 Epsilon Human Enhancement Suit, which, if you recall correctly, if you followed me for a while, was the first mock showcase that I ever did for the channel. So, didn't really know what to do, and, I thought this would be something fun to do. I didn't really do anything for my 2-year anniversary, and this is just something interesting for, like, the mock showcases, because that's where my channel really found its stride, I'd say. And I don't have anything better to do, I'm gonna be honest, and it just seemed like something fun to do, you know. But yeah, with all that being said, let me get this guy straightened out for the size comparison. So put down his shooting arm and put him with size comparison with minifigure. Oops. There we go. Not too much larger than a normal minifigure. About let me just get some of these figures. It's not too much taller than like 2.5 figures tall. I use 501st Trooper. But yeah, not too large, but definitely an imposing figure for a minifigure, of course. But with all that being said, starting off with the construction, starting off with the legs, it's really just using different colors for the original G1 mech, just mostly replacing the gray and the black with white and blue. I won't go too in depth because I already did this all back then, almost 2 years ago at this point. Or actually, I think it was 2 years, 2.5 years. But you'll see for the bottom, my very loose waist. Truly, some things never do change. 1x4 plates for the bottom of the waist, using some cheese slopes in white for the back, and then these 1x2 slopes for the front of the foot. The nice sleek white, resembling the armor plating of normal troopers. For the lower leg, you can see placed on some of these 1x2 plates with the hinges. Connects them all together, giving it decent range, but not the best. But yeah, on the front here, you'll see a stud, and then more of these pieces in blue here for the blue stripes of the 501st Legion. On the back here, to simulate give the illusion of some more like detail, use some of these 1x1 plates with the clips on them, give up some of that mechanical look, at least the attempt to. Upper leg, you'll see just some plain 1x2 tiles in white attached on these hinges, so you can get some knee articulation. And on the back here, you'll see the crops are attached to some clips, and then an inverted slope here to make the black more smoothed out. And regarding the back, mostly the same design, attached on a 1x4 brick with studs on the side, and then on top is just some plates. Is a 4x4 plate with a dish plate in black, with two 1x4, or not 1x4, but two 1x2 cheese slopes, one in white, one in black. And then these pieces here, because I'm going to be honest, I couldn't find more of these pieces in white, so I just kind of had to roll with it. As for the torso, just take the gun out so it doesn't fall out while I'm doing this, but for the torso, you'll see the front of it here is attached on some clips. You'll see a 2x4 plate in white, simulating the stripe of the 501st Legion minifigures. And the sides, you'll see some 1x2 tiles in white for the more of that armor shelling. On the sides here, you'll see where the minifigure is mostly kept armored up and protected, except for this little gap here, because some limits have to be made and some compromises have to be done for the design. But yeah, you'll see for these clips down here, the lace fell off. You'll see that I used just folding this up so you can see the more of how it's made up. See a 2x4 plate and a 1x2 plate with two hinges on the sides to attach these clips, which on top of them have some lightsaber blades. Just a lot of like smaller details to keep it all like wrapped up tightly and just give it some more of that simulated mechanical detailing. And going back down here, I forgot to mention the waist. Not too much to say. Lightsaber blade, bar piece with some of these Technic bushings to give some more detailing and to make sure the legs are splayed out evenly and at a decent amount width. And they're attached on a clip here, which is attached to this one stud on the bottom, which gives it a waist rotation and also is pretty loose because it is only that one stud keeping it all together. For the back of the back, you can already see when I took it off, So it's mostly just built up with bricks, 1x2 brick with the grills, a 1x4 brick, that same 1x4 brick with the studs on the side, a plate, and then this part built up here is on some black pieces. The clips here, which attach the front of the torso, and a 1x2 plate for this part of it, and all built on top some white tiles, just giving more of that white armor shelling simulation. The arms are attached on mixel ball joints, the 1x2 ones with the socket joint or the ball joint. And the arms, pretty basic construction, 1x2 socket joint, one of these hinge pieces to give it an elbow, a tile for the blue, and just one of these quarter round tiles, and then just a clip for the hand, like a minifigure hand, and then just some armor with a slope piece in black. It does kind of wrap it up for the video there for the main construction of the mech. The last thing to really mention here is this little blaster I made for it. Bit of a last minute decision. I used one of these kind of like blaster sort of pieces with a bunch of studs on the side. One on both sides I used some grills here for ventilation. On top I put a stud shooter, which I accidentally fired off, but stud shooter, you get how it works. Slope here, let's get it more in focus. The main barrel is using a flick fire missile to focus. My apologies. It's a bit difficult to get to focus, but you can see it. 2 cone pieces and attached with a flick fire part, which just goes through this hole. And yeah, that kind of does it for the gun. Pretty basic construction, but it gets the job done for a blaster. But with that all being said, that does kind of do it for the video. A bit of a simple one for just, thought it'd just be a fun idea because it's something I built for a while. I just never really made a video about it. It was a fun little idea that I never went with, but hey, it definitely looks pretty good with some of these 501st minifigures. You just place a bunch of 501st troopers all together and you get a really nice scene. Didn't really bring any battle droids, but hey, who knows? Maybe I'll take some pictures of these, but I think they all look pretty good together. Focus a bit more. But yeah, that really kind of says it for the video. Not much else to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll stay tuned to next time. Not really sure if I'll have anything next week, but you just have to wait and see. With all that being said, again, hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.